Before we begin, I want to offer a simple orientation. This is not a meditation where you are asked to control your thoughts, to change your emotions, or to reach a particular state. Nothing needs to be cleared. Nothing needs to be fixed. Nothing needs to be pushed away. In this meditation, thoughts and feelings are not obstacles. They are part of what belongs. If your mind wanders, that is not a mistake. If emotions arise, that is not a problem. If you feel calm, restless, clear, uncertain, all of that is welcome. Rather than trying to do meditation, you're simply allowing yourself to rest as the whole in which experiences appear. You don't need to understand the imagery perfectly. You don't need to visualize clearly. You don't need to follow every word. Just listen in the way you might listen to music, letting it move through you without effort. And if at any point you notice the impulse to manage the experience, to get it right, or to wonder if it's working, that too can simply belong. This is a space of inclusion, not performance. So allow yourself to settle in, knowing there is nothing you need to become and nowhere you need to arrive. We'll begin. So find a comfortable position, seated or lying down. Allow your eyes to close if that feels natural. There's nothing you need to do right now. Nothing you need to achieve. Just notice that you are here. Notice the simple fact of breathing, not changing it, just feeling it. The body already knows how to breathe without instruction. In the same way, the mind already knows how to balance itself. As you rest here, you may notice thoughts drifting through. You may notice feelings, sensations, sometimes memories or moods. You don't need to label them. You don't need to follow them. Just recognize this gently. Each one arose because of conditions. Each one makes sense from somewhere. Nothing here is an intruder. Now, I want you to imagine very simply that you are sitting beside a large, warm pot. This pot represents the whole of you, not your personality, not your story, but the deeper field where everything belongs. As thoughts arise, imagine them as ingredients gently dropping into the pot. As emotions arise, see them joining as well. Do not push them in. You do not throw them out. They simply belong. And notice how the pot doesn't rush. It doesn't react. It doesn't judge the ingredients. It just holds them and allows them to cook together. And if a strong feeling appears, fear, maybe sadness, restlessness, notice it kindly. And you might say silently, this is an ingredient, not the whole meal. Let it drop back into the pot. And feel the relief of not having to decide what it means, not having to act on it, not having to solve it. The whole of you is listening now, and the whole has far more intelligence than any single part. And as everything is allowed, notice a quiet sense of space, a sense of being held rather than managing. This is not emptiness. This is completeness. Here, action will come when it's needed. Words will come when they're needed. Movement will come when it's needed from the whole. And until then, you can rest, like the ocean beneath the waves, like the pot nourishing itself. So take a gentle breath. There is nothing you need to take with you from this meditation, nothing to remember. Just a quiet trust that you were never meant to live from fragments. Now, when you are ready, open your eyes. As the meditation comes to a close, there's nothing you need to evaluate about the experience you just had. You don't need to decide whether it was deep enough, quiet enough, or meaningful enough. Whatever showed up or didn't was exactly what belonged. The purpose of this practice isn't to create a special state, but to gently remind the system of something it already knows, that you don't have to live from fragments. Thoughts, feelings, sensations will continue to arise in daily life, as they always have. But you may notice over time a subtle shift, less urgency to react immediately, less pressure to resolve everything on the spot, more trust in allowing experience to return to the whole before an action forms. You don't need to remember this meditation. You do not need to apply it. Life will naturally draw from what's most complete. And when challenges appear as waves, as ingredients, you may find it easier to let them belong, rather than needing to decide what they mean. If there's anything to carry forward, it's simply this quiet permission. You were never meant to manage life from one piece at a time. The whole is always here. Take your time returning, and when you are ready, gently continue your day.